Let's get right back to the Tennessee Titans, the #1 overall selection in the 2025 draft. They have been looking for a franchise quarterback for years now. Do they finally get him? What do you have?
So, yes, we're in a situation where we need a franchise quarterback for sure. If you look at our team, look at the fact that, we have a lot of holes on this team. But the biggest hole is at quarterback. And there's been a lot of discussion of Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, and those things. So I do have my card. I do got my draft card. That's available right here. I know everyone is waiting and wanted to understand where we are. I've had several people that thrown some trades my way. And you know what I did with those trades? I nixed them all. I said no to everybody. I said, look, the Tennessee Titans, we need a franchise player. We definitely have a new stadium that's being built as well. So without further ado, the Tennessee Titans for the 2025 NFL Draft. The Tennessee Titans selects Miami quarterback Cameron Anthony Ward out of the University of Miami. Welcome to Nashville. Cam is a quarterback, 4,300 yards last season. He's the NCAA all-time leading touchdown quarterback in the nation and in his career. This guy here, 39 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. This guy was a playmaker, man. And in the NFL, you just don't need a quarterback to sit in the pocket and count the flies that's in the air. You need a quarterback that can just do that and also move around the field as well. Cam Ward fulfills that position. The Tennessee Titans have had struggles at quarterback for many years. We were a 3-win football team last year. We were number 8. We only scored 18 points a game, 198 yards passing last year. As you know, that's not going to get it done. We get Cameron Ward. Welcome to Nashville, Cameron Ward. We got Cam Ward. Pick one. Welcome.
So the Titans obviously very, very excited about the potential to get Cam Ward. He's the overwhelming favorite right now to be the #1 overall selection. But what do the Titans division rivals think about this pick? We bring in the Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Houston Texans representatives to talk. Let's start with the Indianapolis Colts. What do you think about the potential of playing against Cam Ward twice a year?
I think this was a pretty obvious pick for the Tennessee Titans. They struck out on Will Levis, obviously, needed a franchise quarterback, and you take QB1 in this class. Cam Ward's a guy that can really create with the football in his hands, really good deep accuracy. I think he will need to work on playing more in structure, and then there are still times where his mechanics can break down, but overall, he's a really solid player. I think, where the Colts are at with their QB situation, certainly up in the air heading into this season. It's going to be interesting to see whether it's Cam Ward versus Anthony Richardson or Cam Ward versus Daniel Jones. But the Colts and Titans always play very, very tight games no matter who's at quarterback. I think that's going to continue. Certainly not thrilled that Cam Ward is coming into the AFC South, but I think the Colts are going to have some things up their sleeve with new defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo. His defensive scheme has been known to really thwart rookie quarterbacks, so it might be a little bit challenging for Cam Ward to come in and play well against the Colts, but I think overall Cam Ward has all the tools to be a really good player in this league.
And now throwing it to the Houston Texans, who did seemingly guess right on a quarterback early in the draft 2 years ago. What do you think about Cam Ward coming in, potentially facing C.J. Stroud twice a year?
Yeah, look, this is a move that Tennessee definitely had to make. The Texans got themselves a franchise quarterback. You can argue Jacksonville got themselves a franchise quarterback also. So Tennessee is trying to throw their hat in the ring with Cam Ward. I do like this move. He does have some weapons in the receiving room and the running back room. If Tennessee is able to build the offensive line through this draft, we might see some early success from Cam Ward. But this is something that they needed to do. And, hey, good job, Tennessee. You got your franchise guy.
And a final word to Jacksonville coming from the AFC South.
Yeah, and there might be some Titans fans that are saying, hey, let's just trade back, get some more picks, and maybe try to get a quarterback in next year's draft. But the margin of error in getting the #1 overall pick is just as thin as actually being Super Bowl champion. So when you have the number 1 overall pick and you have a need at quarterback like the Titans do, just go out there and get your quarterback, and then the players and the personnel will follow that. But the most important thing is to lock in your franchise quarterback, and it feels like Cam Ward is miles ahead better than any other quarterback in this draft.
And you know what? The Titans sure hope so. Now we're going to send it back to Cleveland, the number